Hello friend, welcome back. In our previous video, we successfully complete our edit and the update portion. And also I discussed both of that way. Now you can also do that edit and update with using that eloquent ORM. You can also do that work with using that query builder. So right now in this video, I want to discuss about this delete functionality. So to the delete functionality here, I want to do one thing. Like if you go to our project, if you go to our database and the migration for the categories, I have already added one of the, you can say there is a soft deletes, right? So I have already added this soft deletes. So with this soft deletes, I want to do first of all, when this user will delete this, that means this category, so this category will be saved into the trash. Okay, that means here I want to create another position for the viewing that trash. So it will be save all the data into the trash area, and after that trash, if you delete it, then this category will be permanently deleted. So how can do that work? In this video, I will show you that things with a live example. So for doing this, first of all, we have to understand, like here we get all that our data from where? We get all the our data from our category controller. Into the category controller, if you go to our all cat, so that is actually the method, right? And here I get all that our categories data, and also I designate it. So for the reasons, you can see it's now display all that our categories data, and also there is a designation. So now I want to work in particular that area, that means here. So here I want to take another variable. Okay, I show you. Here I'm using that eloquent quorum. That means here I want to add another variable. So I take another variable, whatever you want. So right now I take it as a trash. Okay, trash cat. So this type of one of the variable, and then I want to do with our category model. So that means the category. Right now I'm using that eloquent, so that is your category model. So with this category model, there have also one of the function as a only trash. Okay, so with this only trash, we can actually pass this data. So I name it as the only. So that is one of the building function. Okay, only trash. So with this only trash, I want to get all that our latest data. That means it should be just like that same. It should be just like as a latest. Okay, latest data, and also I want to add that designate. So that means the designate, and here I use it using as a 5. So for the trash, I make it as a 3. Okay, that means after 3, it should be display this designation. I hope it's very much clear to you, friend. So here I trash this data, I take one of the variable, and with this category model, I added as a only trashed, and the latest all the product, and the page designation I added as a 3. That means it should be display the 3, and then I get all that our trash data and take the things with this variable. So now here I want to actually pass it in our index page, because into the index page I want to visible it. So I show you, everything will be very much clear to you. Okay, friend. So before I get all that our categories latest data and take the things with this variable, I pass it into the index page. So now I get all that our category trash data. That means which data I want to delete it from temporarily from here. So all the trash data, it should be saved with this only trash, and I get it with this variable, and here I pass it into this with this compact in our index page. So now we have to work in our index. That means if you go to our index, so that is the index page, means that is our view admin category into the category, and that is our index page, right? So here there is our all categories, that is our row. So better I copy everything. Okay, so that is actually our last day one, that means a ph12. So here, okay, better I take everything. Okay, there is a container row. I copy everything from here. I copy everything that is actually last dev. So I copy it. Okay, I copy it, and then I want to do, that is our last one. After this, I paste it on here. Okay, I paste it. So that will be your last one. So that will be our last one, and here I take another one. Perfect. So that is our another one. Now if you click as a save all, now if you refresh it, so now it's showing as a call undefined. You can see it's because of all here I have already passed some of the data. So from to the category controller I passed this data, right? So actually it's not getting this variable for the reason it's actually display this message, that means this error message. So here this is an alert, so I don't need this alert. That is our all categories. That is our serial number. So now I want to do and actually update this portion. Okay, so here it should be just like that same. Better here I want to put some of the note for you, then you don't, it will be helpful to you. Okay, better I name it as a trash part. So now I want to make it as a comment out, so that will be as a trash part. And then I want to do and to make it not that all category. Okay, so here that is our card body, so I want to do and to make it as a trash list. So it will be trash list, and then our serial number will be same, the category will be same, user created at everything will be same. And now after that, that is our for each, right? So into the for each, before I get all that our categories data and visible it on here. So right now I want to actually update it. I want to update it with our this trash data, that means which data actually I selected it. So that's the trash data I want to take. So I pass it with this trash cat, and now I can actually use it into the index page, right? Because I have already compacted it in particular that area. So now I want to do and to add it, that is our compact. So here I name it as a trash card, and I just name that as the same name, then we don't need to change anything. So that is a trash cat as category. So with this category I want to visible that category name, visible that username, the created date. So everything will be just like that same. Okay, everything will be just like that same. So that is our and for each, friend, right? So that is our and for each. So after that, there is actually categories, right? So before here we have used that category, so right now use that our this crash tag, that means the crash tag. So with this crash tag I want to display our links, right? Because of all here I have also passed that latest designation as a 3. So for the reasons here I have updated this our ID, that means the variable with this, and then the add category. So here we don't need this actually. Okay, here we don't need this. Better I want to do and to make it as a blank right now. I only want to take one. So that is a one div. That is actually the form. I remove that form first. There is a one div, and also there is another div, and there is our card div. I remove it. I only just take as a call MD4. So that's all we have to do. And better I want to make it as a and trash. Okay, that will be as a and trash. I also want to make it as a comment out, then it will be helpful to you. So perfect, friend, that's all. Okay, that's all we have to do. Now let's check this out. If you now click as a save all, and now if you refresh it, so that is the app controller latest. This is category controller 22. Category controller 22. What exactly the things I did wrong? That is actually the 22. That's the category latest, and then designate. Here you can see I actually miss it. So here it should be as a this one, right? So I miss it. So that is our trash, and that latest, and then designate. Perfect. So that is actually a simple mistake. So now if you click at the save all, and now if you refresh it, yeah, you can see. Perfect, friends. So that's the things I want to do. You can see that is actually our category portion, and that is our trash list. So here I want to do, when you click as a delete it from here, okay, then automatically this delete file, that means this category, will be displayed in here. So that is the things I want to do. And after that, if you want to delete it permanently, then you can delete it from here. So that is the condition I want to apply. So if you want to do that work, here we have to add some of the link, right? So here we have to add some of the URL. So now go to our this part, that means in our index. So into the index, so that is our trash part. So now we have to work in our this position, and here that is our add message, and that is our edit and the delete. So that is actually the delete, right? So here we have to add one of the link. That means we have to add one of the URL first. So I want to add one of the URL. So here I want to add I want to put that URL. So URL, and URL will be, I want to create one of the URL in our web browser. So here it should be just like, that means it should be just like that same. Here I name it as a soft delete. Okay, soft delete and slash category. Okay, and also here we have to add our ID. That means it should be just like that same. So right now we are into the for loop. So into the for loop, that is our category ID, right? Because here we have to also pass it with a specific one of the ID. So for the reasons you can see here, I use that category ID. So now I want to also add that category ID on here. So I concrete it with this concrete, that is our category ID. Perfect. So that is our delete. That means when you click in particular this delete area, it should be redirected to here. That means that is our URL, that is a soft delete and the category with a specific one of the ID. So now we have to create our this URL. Now go to our web browser, and into the web browser here. Okay, so here better I copy it. I copy that get method. I copy it and here I paste it. Okay, so it should be as a delete, that means the soft delete and the category. I copy it, and after that should be one of the ID. So now I want to add it as a soft delete and the category and then the ID, right? And also into the category controller here I want to add one of the method as a soft delete. Okay, so this type of one of the method I want to create into the category controller. I hope, friend, it's very much clear to you what exactly the things I did on here, right, friend? So now let's do that work. I want to create this method in our category controller. Go to our category controller, and after this, that is our last one. So here I want to create another one. So I name it as a public, and then function, and then our method name will be as a soft delete. So here there is a soft delete. So into the soft delete I want to take one of the variable as a delete. Okay, I take one of the variable as a delete, and with this category model I want to use that eloquent quorum. Okay, that means eloquent quorum, so that will be as a category. With this category model I have already discussed about that things with you. There is a find our specific ID, and also here we have to add that ID. You can see that have also one of the ID. So now I want to add this ID in particular that area, that will be our requested ID. So here it should be find this ID, right? So now I want to add this ID. It will be find it. If he find this ID, then it should be deleted. Okay, so I name it as a delete. Okay, so here I add this as a delete. Perfect. And after that I want to redirect to the page. That means I want to redirect to the same page, that means our back page. Okay, so I want to add it. So it should be better, I'll write down it, the return and redirect, then the back page. So that will be as a back page, and with the back page with some of the message. So I name it as a with, and then I want to add one of the ID as a success. Okay, I name it as a success, and success message will be visible whatever you want. So I make it as a category deleted. Okay, or delete successfully. Okay, or soft delete successfully. Okay, I name it as a soft delete successfully. So this type of one of the message it should display into the back page with this message redirect. So that is a return. Perfect. So now here make that sure you add that column, that means a semicolon, rather than it should be get some of the error. So here I hope you can well understand about it, friends. So into the index, that is our delete. So here when you click it, it should be redirected to our URL with our this path with a specific one of the ID. So that is our URL as a soft delete category with a specific one of the ID, and then it should be redirected to our category controller, and into the category controller I declare one of the method as a soft delete method. That means into the category controller, and that is our soft delete method. And here it will be also added as our ID. With this specific ID I have to delete it. I take one of the variable as a delete, and then in our category model, with this category model I find a specific one of the ID, and this ID here you can see I make it as a 2 again. So it will be as a find, so that means a category and find, and this ID, if we find this ID, it will be deleted, right? So it will be deleted from here, and then when it will be deleted, it will be returned directly to the back page with some of the success message as a category soft delete successfully. So now let's check this out. If you now click as a save all, I click as a save all, and now refresh it. So here when it will be deleted, it will be saved in our this trash area. Now let's check this out, it's working or not. That is our Aryan1. Click as a delete. You can see it's now showing as a category soft deleted successfully. So that is the soft deleted. It's not permanently delete. You can see it's now gone from here. Yes, you can see friend into the trash list. Also now it's visible as a Aryan, right? It's now visible as Aryan. User is visible. Created time is also visible. If you delete that man's fashion or the I deleted as a man's fashion, click as a delete, and you can see there is a category soft delete successfully, and now is now visible on here. That means this category is deleted from to this position, but it's now saved in our this trash area. So right now I actually make it is the same page. For the reasons you can see it's now showing as into the same page, rather than you can also redirect it to the another page. So that's all you have to do. So right now if you can actually edit it, you can delete it, right? That means from here you can delete it. So better I want to add another restore button. Okay, that means when it will be click as a restore, then it will be returned again to our this main category page. Perfect, right? So that is very much interactive. That will be very much interactive for you. So how can do that work? How can restore this message? That means restore this category, and after that how can delete this category permanently? In our next video I will show you that things with a live example. So thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next video.